Take 7. Just got that little mic working. Happening, people. So this is the first video for YouTube. If you follow my social media pages, you would have seen I've been on holiday. And I've been thinking about YouTube for a while, and I just decided on holiday, like, that's it, I'm going to set up a channel. So, and I think YouTube is going to be a better platform to showcase the details more. Yeah, so just got back off holiday. It was a great holiday, loved every second of it. Nice to have the break away. Had a little boat on the last day. So me and my girlfriend and my son went away. Little boat trip on the last day was great. Me and my son enjoyed it. I enjoyed it more than anyone. My girlfriend not so much. A little bit choppy at times. Yeah, landed back in the UK yesterday and greeted with typical UK weather. So it is what it is, straight back into work. I've got an Audi A7 getting dropped off at 7:30 this morning, which is going to be in for an enhancement detail. So what I'm thinking is I'll skip the prep stages now for videos. I'll do a separate video on a prep, but once the car's inside in the booth, I'll showcase all the defects. Yeah, so once I get that A7 in the booth, I'll jump back on. It is white, so it's going to be hard to show all the defects. And it's not that bad, to be fair, because I've already seen the car. So yeah, I'll do the best I can with it. So I've got the A7 up in the air now. Just going to quickly show you some overspray, which is the main thing we're tackling on this side. See it there? Like, obviously this has been washed and cleared. And with overspray you can hear it and feel it. Some people spend a lot of time with clay, but put a wool pad on the rotary, man, and chop it off. See if you sell a lot of time and effort. I would say sandpaper. Obviously you couldn't coat over the top of that. Well, I wouldn't anyway. But we'll notice that big black patch outside. Oh. Thinking, what's this? Now I reckon that's a big clump of lacquer overspray, me. So something might have been painted on the front. I'm going to have a proper look around it now. And just see the swirls and scratches underneath that as well. Back door, slightly different colour, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, that back door's looking a little bit sus there, like that. And then what I was showing yesterday on that back quarter with the where it's been mashed up. See it better from this angle. See it all there? You can kind of see where the tape's been, look, where the sheet's been. I'm going to suspect that back door's been painted as well. So yeah, going to get cracking now. Didn't have to see it, but I think I'm going to root me toe. So I'm in a bit of a go slow at the minute. Well, I'll keep the stories updated. Ciao for now. So what I'm doing now is I'm about to cut the paintwork. I thought I'll just have a few clips in of how I polish cars, how I cut and refine them. I do use a rotary polisher. Used it for a few years now. I think it is the best way to cut paint. I'm literally just removing a little layer clear coat there. Just gets rid of the defects, get rid of all the overspray, and gives it a nice fresh layer to put the ceramic coating on. If you don't rotary machine polish, if you're a detailer watching this, I highly recommend you start rotary polishing, because you get a great cut from the rotary, I love it. So I'm using a foam pad here with a heavy cutting compound. If it's really bad, I'll jump onto a wool pad, but that's a different process altogether. So this is how the paint looks after it's been cut and refined. This was before applying the ceramic coating. And if you skip the video back and you see all the defects, all them mask and tape lines, the overspray, the swirls, the scratches. I like to remove all them before I put a coating on the car. Same on the door, removed all the overspray, that big clump of lacquer overspray that was in the middle. Took a few cuts here, so I wish I videoed just this door, because this door took a lot of work. These are just social media clips I used. And the wing as well. You couldn't even see the light in the wing prior. That covered in overspray. So when I rotary machine, sorry, I think I've just got the mic working again now. When I rotary polish, I like to just spread the polish on the panel. I'll work it in on a low speed and then I'll crank the machine up. Just keep spreading it. And I'll just do I'll do as many passes as I need to get rid of the defects. I find with the rotary you can go for a lot longer than what you actually think. And I just make sure I cover the entire panel, top to bottom, edge to edge. I'll also run the rotary flat as well. It's nice running the rotary flat. I use it on the flat panels. And you don't get as much of a haze, so it's less refining to do. Lots of people are scared to run the rotary flat, but you actually get a great cut from it as well. But as always, we'll always use a DA for refining. I haven't mastered the rotary refining yet, I don't think. But I haven't tried it, to be honest with you, because I'm just happy with the DA finish. The 3-inch Troops machine, another favourite of mine. I'll use this for headlights, wing mirrors, the gloss blacks, rear lights, and I'll use it for refining as well. It's a great tool. So trying out Performance PPL's new polish, Go Home. I've tried their cut and compound Go Hard as well, and that's very, very good. And this is a lovely product to use. So I'm using this for refining on a Roops yellow pad. I find on the harder lacquers, I like to use a firmer pad when I'm refining. Sometimes I'll go around again with a white pad after, with a softer pad, and do another final set, but the finish was really, really good from this, so there was no need. Again, I'll cover the full car. Anywhere where the rotary's been, the DA follows, removes the trails, leaves a lovely finish, and then it's ready for ceramic coating. Now I went to ceramic coating, again using Rain from Performance PPL, great coating. For the first time in the applicator, I like to load it up. And this is a very delicate process. I like coating cars. I always have it tidy up before I coat a car. You know, it just feels like it's got to be clean. Bigger panels I'll do in sections, but wings, back quarters, half a bumpers and that I'll just do in one section, one hit. A little fluff fell on the car there. So this just gives you an idea of the time involved when coating a car as well. I normally allocate 2 hours. And to remove the coating, this is the most important part. If you don't remove the coating in time, it will stain the paintwork and leave high spots, which will need polished off. So it just adds unnecessary hours onto the job. So I'm always nice and thorough the way I buff the coating off. And the coating can spread onto other panels as well, and you might not even realise it. So I always buff the panels around the panel that I've coated. So I'm just on coating the last panel of the car now, the bonnet. This is the last process to the paint correction stage. I'm using a 7-year ceramic coating called Rain by Performance PPL. Very good coating, very slick, I like it. Dead easy to use as well. And I'll let this cure overnight. So once it's cured in the morning, we'll give it a final wipe over. I'll do a few final things on the detail, like door checks, etc. Give it a hoover out. But yeah, this is my first video for YouTube. So I don't really watch much YouTube myself. So I don't know how other people go about their detailing videos on YouTube. I should probably start and have a look. But I just thought I'd use YouTube as a different platform to showcase the work. I've got hundreds and hundreds of albums on my phone which I could probably sit through and edit and upload. But I've got lots and lots of work booked in as well. I've got a lovely M5 next, which I'll document that. So if you did like the video, just leave us a comment, leave us a like. Or if there's anything else you would like to see, anything you would like a bit more information on, just leave a comment and I'll get back to you. I will try and get this channel active, try and get some content on it. But yeah, that's the A7 pretty much nearly done. Very, very nice. This is just an enhancement detail. I do have another detail which is a correction detail. But white cars, yeah, an enhancement detail is good enough for the white cars. See the M5 next. That is a big correction detail with stone chip repairs. And if you haven't seen my stone chip repairs, head over to my social media pages. Loads and loads of albums on there. I think the most recent one was 9/11 was the most recent stone chip one we done. Yeah, I am just on the back end of a 17-hour shift here at the minute. So a little bit tired. Gonna finish this, go home, probably edit this video and try and get it uploaded. So yeah, just leave us a comment. Thanks for watching. Ciao for now.